The film begins with a girl named Anna sitting with her sister Viv and her brother-in-law Ronnie. Anna talks about the importance of art and her ambition to open her own art gallery, but Ronnie interrupts her and tells her that art is empty talk and has no future. And the proof of this is that she graduated from the College of Arts and works as an employee. She works in an art gallery, and her salary is not enough, even though she is an apartment dealer. She told him that life in New York is very expensive, and this is a problem that all young people her age face. Ronnie tells her that he doesn't know how to relax with his wife while she's sitting in their house, and asks her to find another apartment to live in. I feel annoyed by his words, and I apologize to him for becoming a source of disturbing him. I know she'll walk by his house and then I'll go to work at the art gallery. On this day, they will have an important auction, and Hebe will be present at it if it is valued at millions. At this time, Claire, the gallery manager, holds a staff meeting and understands the matter. Today is a very important day, and nothing should happen. But Claire notices that Anna's clothes have stains on them, so she becomes very upset and tells Lana that she should not stand at the auction while she is in this scene, and asks her to stand at the entrance gate to receive the guests and distribute the painting catalogs to them. And after I finish distributing the catalogs, she returns to her office and continues to complain to her colleague Amy about the difficult life she lives and tells her that she herself is opening her own gallery, but the circumstances are not helping her. She and I notice in the catalog of paintings that there is a painting on which it is written that it is painted in oil, but in fact it is painted in acrylic, so it is. Understanding that this was a typo, I quickly went to inform Claire of this. And at that time, Claire corrected the information for the guests before the auction started, and after the auction did not start. Claire went and scolded the employee in charge of printing the catalogs, and she understood that if anyone bought this, it would be worth millions, and a mistake like this might lose them a lot of customers, and she said if she had not made up her mind, their showroom would have been closed. And of course, she would be very proud of herself, because this is the first time Claire has praised her in front of the staff. And at night she comes home and hears her sister and brother-in-law talking about her, but she doesn't care what they say. She goes to sleep, and the next day, Claire calls Anna and discovers that she has chosen her to travel with her to London to help supervise the auction that will be held there. Of course, she does not believe herself in joy and asks him about the time of travel, and Claire tells her that the plane is still 2 hours away, so she quickly begins to prepare her bag. We see that Vivo and Ronnie are happier than her because she is leaving the house, and they will also start helping her prepare her bag. And then Anna will arrive at the airport and will be philosophical about traveling with her. There are 2 girls at work who hate her the most because they treat her arrogantly, because they are in a higher position than her, to the point that they ask Anna to help them and carry the bags. She was surprised that she was listening to what they were saying, and then the 2 girls were surprised that she would not travel with them on the same plane. This is because they have reserved the last 2 seats for them in business class, and they have reserved the last 2 seats for them on the next plane, and she will also sit in economy class. And of course, I am very disturbed by their behavior. She feels humiliated, and the airport employee is watching what is happening, so she begins to sympathize with me, and begins to raise her spirits and interact on the plane, and I book her in business class because there are a lot of empty seats on the plane, so she likes to thank me, and then goes and works as a spa at the airport, so that the plane does not return there. At this time, a business call comes to Lana from London, and she feels very upset. She gets angry with her, bumps into a young man, and drops juice on him, so she continues to apologize profusely to him, but he doesn't care. He leaves and walks away. After a while, she boarded the plane, and she was very happy while she was sitting in the business class, and she reacted to the fact that the young man sitting next to her was the same one on whom she dropped the juice. So she wanted him not to look at her so as not to worry about her, but the young man thought of her as soon as he saw her and told her that unfazed by what she did, he introduces himself to her and tells her that his name is William and that he is a friend, the largest marketing company in the world. He asks her why she is traveling to London, and she tells him that she works in the field of art and that she travels to London for her work. Then I asked him why he traveled to London. He tells her that he is traveling to attend Kezrine's birthday, and after a few hours the plane arrives in London. Kezrine arrives and receives her son, and she is happy. Then she asks him about Anna, and William tells her that he met her on the plane, so she gives Anna and asks her where she is going, and she tells her that she is going. The hotel makes way for me, and I agree without hesitation, because she does not have taxi fare. On the way, I ask Kazra about her field of work, and she tells her that she used to do advertisements in the past and was very famous in her youth. She tells her that they are very similar in many things because they both work in the field of art. After a few minutes, I arrived at the hotel and William stopped next to me. She doesn't enter the hotel and he offers to take her on a tour of the city. So she gives it to me and tells him she can't because she's too busy. So she stops talking and asks for Anna's phone number so she can keep in touch with her. I give her her phone number and thank her for being so kind to her. And she leaves, enters the hotel, and then arrives. I'm staying with Claire and she's philosophizing about this hotel and telling her she booked her a cheaper hotel. Claire tells her that she is traveling to Rome today and will be there for a day and will leave her with Renee and Susie so they can supervise the auction preparations. She shows her a large catalog containing all the paintings that will be sold at auction and orders it. You review all paintings and confirm their prices. She then arrives at Renee and Susie's, and they tell her there will be a staff meeting in 5 minutes. They ask her not to speak in the meeting. In the meeting, we meet Arnold, the director of the second branch of the exhibition in London, and they tell her that their bar will display a group of personal paintings of the most important and expensive paintings in the world, but they did not do that. It has been auctioned off for years. He tells them that the owner of the paintings died some time ago, and his wife was the one who requested that the paintings be put up for auction. He explained to the employees that he would not accept any error because the auction would contain the most important and richest figures in the world after this meeting. She arrives at her office and philosophizes with Renee and Susie. After a while, she sends a voice message to Lana and tells her that she forgot her laptop in her car. She offers her that she will attend her birthday party and come and get the laptop. After work, she will go to the hotel where she is staying to rest for a while and philosophize. Come this time. She receives a call from Amy and asks her to tell her about the trip, so she tells her that I am talking about Walia M. Kesrine tells her that she feels guilty because she defeated them in her work, and she understood that she was the director of the New York Art Gallery, and this was because she was embarrassed to tell them the truth, and after a while she arrived. On Kesrine's birthday, she thanks Anna for the invitation and tells her that she will take her laptop and walk so as not to cause her any inconvenience. But Kesrine refuses to let her walk, and at her insistence, she attends her birthday party. Then William arrives and greets Anna and introduces Julia Marks, his mother's friend. Anna is surprised that she stands in front of Julian Marks himself, and this is because he is one of the most famous artists in the world. She tells him that she loves all of his artwork, and at this time a call comes. Lana comes from Claire and tells her that there is an important client of theirs who needs 2 tickets to attend a play like Shakespeare, and asks her to act and respond to the ticket in any way. She hung up on her and went to ask Julian if he could help her and get her 2 tickets to a Shakespeare play. Kasser interrupts their conversation and tells Anna that the 2 tickets will be with her tomorrow morning and the next. She takes a tour of Kesrine's house and philosophizes in her home. Kasrine tells her that she has been married 3 times before and that all her husbands were artists. She often asks about the name of the auction house she supervises, and she tells her that his name is Oren's Fakar. They interact a lot, and that's because it's the same auction house. She will display it alone with her deceased husband. She realizes that her husband is the owner of a collection of personal paintings, and Kasserna tells her that Claire is responsible for selling her paintings at auction. She offers Anna to supervise the sale of her paintings instead of Claire, but she refuses under the pretext that she does not want to cause problems with Claire. Kasram then decides that she will come to the opening of her art exhibition, which will be held on the 2nd day, so I agree. Then she says goodbye and walks away. The next day, William texted Lana and asked her to meet him at the soccer field so she could get 2 tickets to the concert. Within minutes, I arrived at his house to find him coaching young children to play soccer. Smiling, why not at work? William tells her that he likes to train young children to play soccer before he goes to work, and offers to go to lunch together, but she refuses, claiming that she is busy. So she takes 2 tickets from him and walks away, then arrives at Claire's and wants 2 tickets. Claire tells her that she is very happy with her hard work, and that she knows she will see him soon. At night, she arrives at the opening of Kesrin's art gallery, and everything goes well until Claire, Renee, and Suzette arrive at the gallery. Of course, I am surprised by their presence, so she tells Kasser that she has to walk because she is exhausted from She travels and runs quickly outside the exhibition before Claire sees her. But William follows her and asks what happened. So she tells him that she felt a little tired. So William agrees for her to go and spend their evening somewhere else. She agrees, and William takes her in exchange for her night's money, and they stay up all night drinking and dancing. They are enjoying their time, and after they finish their evening, William offers her that he will drive her to the hotel. So she stays here because she does not want him to see the old hotel in which she is staying. So she asks him to drive her to the hotel where Claire is. And before she enters the hotel, William stops her and sells to her love him, and she will be happy. A lot. But at the same time, you are afraid of his reaction when he finds out the truth. As the days go by, we see that Liam and I develop a relationship, and they spend a lot of time together. One day, she asks him why he chose her and became involved with her, and William tells her that she is different from other girls, and this is because she is very humble, even though she is very humble. She is rich, and he has never seen this quality in girls. The rich people he knew before then, Anna takes his word and tries to change the subject, and asks about his future plans for his business. It's even better that he decided to move all his work to York City so that he could be by her side all the time. After a while, Anna arrives at work at the auction house and calls Claire into her office and tells her that she is happy. Her work was very hard, and she was surprised that she would be promoted soon, because she was the only one among the employees who deserved the promotion. At this time, Renee interrupted their conversation and thought that Catherine had called and decided to cancel her auction. Of course, Claire and all the employees were shocked by her decision because this auction was very important to them, and in the meantime, it was about to arrive. William goes to the auctions, so she quickly takes him, and they start talking outside. And she continues to yell at him because he did not tell her that he was coming. So William tells her that he wants to make her a surprise and asks why she is so fanatical. So she tells him that she is fanatical about his mother's decision. So William tells her that he has nothing to do with it. With her decisions, I make him understand that this auction will move in a second, and that canceling it will cause many losses, so that is okay. But William, from what she says, is that she is attached to him because of her interest in the work. So he tells her that he will not be able to continue in a relationship based on exploitation, so he leaves and walks away, and I return to the auction house again. She's philosophizing all over the place, so Claire calls her into her office and asks her for an explanation of what's going on. She impersonates her character because she herself feels that people appreciate her and apologize to her for what she did. But Claire does not accept her apology and tells her that she is fired from her job, so I deceive her by giving her a second chance. She will correct her mistake, but Claire accepts her apology as well, so she decides to leave the auction house, exhausted from crying. Then she goes to sit alone in the park and calls her sister and tells her that she has been fired from her job and will return to New York tomorrow. Her sister is surprised that they brought a new dog and takes her place in the house and apologizes. Lana has no place in the house because the dog took her place. She is very shocked and feels that the world has come to her, so she decides to go and confess everything to Kazra and tell her that she is just a simple employee and that her salary is not enough to even have a house. She is a merchant herself and apologizes to her because she triumphs over her and tells her that she was living the life of a rich person, even if only for one day. Then she suddenly begins to break her words and belittle her and tells her that she is very proud of her because she was able to deceive them. And she admits that I used to do something like her in the past to get what she wants. And they interact. She will also not cancel the auction or anything, and what she did was just a marketing plan because when buyers know that she will cancel the auction, they will be very excited to buy her paintings at any price. And when she surprises them and tells them that she has changed her mind and will not forget, then the price of the paintings will be higher than the auction. I react to her words. She asks about her plan, and Khosrow tells her to get ready, because she will come with her to the auction house. After a while, Kazra and I will arrive at the auction house. Kezran tells Claire that she has decided not to withdraw from the auction, but on one condition, which is that Anna be the one to supervise the sale of her paintings. Of course, Claire agrees to this request, and the day of the auction comes, the Kasern paintings are sold, and they are sold for a much higher price than they expected, and Anna will be very proud of herself. The auction continues, and Anna meets with William and apologizes to him for her behavior with him last time. William learns the truth about his mother and tells Lana that he will never be able to forgive her because she cheated on him. She tells him that she won over him, so she could get closer to him, because he certainly wouldn't have looked at her. He knew it was hers, a poor girl, but William tells her that she is wrong because he did not love her because of her money, but rather as if he loved her because of her personality. Then William bids her farewell and leaves, and after 3 hours have passed, we see me on the plane, and she is going to New York, and she is very sad because she lost William. And after 6, we watch me at the opening of the exhibition. Her art, and we know that she excelled in her work and achieved everything she dreamed of, but she is upset that William was not with her that day, and she tells her friend Amy that she tried many times to communicate with him, but he does not respond to her at all. So my mother tries to make it easy for her, and will kill her if they go to continue their evening somewhere else after the exhibition. But I apologize to her because she is tired, and after the exhibition. Never ending, she reacts to William arriving to her with a bag, so she likes to ask him what he is coming to do. So he tells her that he cannot leave her on the most important day of her life, and they bring the two together. Then she takes them to her apartment. They live together and the movie ends.